Hi, this is Matthew Chan. I'm the author of the Turnkey Publisher series, and I'm here today to talk about legacy. And the reason why I think legacy is important is that, at least for the demographic that I'm targeting, people who are well established professionally and all the way up into the senior years, there comes a point in all our lives that we're going to be talking about legacy. Now, as I make this video, I'm 43 years old. So it's not like I'm a senior citizen and worried about the legacy or have to worry about the legacy. But I think about it because what I have learned in looking forward to other people is by the time they get around to thinking, time is a little bit short for them and they end up rushing or not accomplishing the things that they want to leave for the legacy. So for me personally, part of doing this video and the work that I do is working towards leaving a legacy. Now, I personally don't have any children at this time, but I know many of you who are watching this video have children. And I hear a lot of people say that children are their legacy. But I'm going to give you a thought and see if this resonates with you. If children are your legacy, you can expect to be forgotten within 2 generations of your death. Think about that. If children are your legacy, you can expect to be forgotten within 2 generations of your death. And so what we're talking about is assuming that you make it up to the ripe old age of 75, 80, 85, or 90, your grandchildren will remember you. Okay? Because they had contact with you. Chances are, unless all the generations under you have children at a fairly young age, you're probably not going to be making much of an impact to your great-grandchildren. You follow what I'm saying? So we're going to assume that you're going to make an impact to your grandchildren. But the thing about it is, chances are your grandchildren, at the time you die, your grandchildren will probably be teenagers or maybe young adults at best. And any lessons you wanted to leave them, I'm not sure they will necessarily carry it on. Now, there's a lot of talk in financial circles that people should leave a will. And I do agree with this. I mean, after all, if you have built a portfolio of property and you've accumulated some degree of financial success, you do want to have some say as far as where your financial resources go. However, the interesting thing about wills is it only covers what is given to who. Think about it. So you give $10,000 to a certain person or a child. You leave a house to a spouse or a child. Or you leave personal effects, antiques, whatever. All these material things you're leaving to certain individuals. And maybe if you're very proactive and very sophisticated and you have a lot of money, you may actually say, well, okay, I've got $100,000, but I'm not going to give it to this child all at one time. They're going to get like a piece of it when they're 18, another piece of it when they're 25, another piece of it when they're 30. And so to maximize the gift that you're leaving them. Now what I propose, in addition to all the other advice that you hear, is how about writing a book? I mean, how about leaving your message behind? If you don't want to leave a book, how about making an audio recording? How about making a video, such as something like this? So that generations after can see who you are, what you represented, and what you wish for them. Now, obviously, you know, if you're dead, I mean, you're dead. I mean, there's not much you can do about it. But at least you've done your part in trying to teach future generations and guiding them. And so I'm big about legacy, and I would venture to say to most people, especially to the affluent, that leaving a will is not enough because the memories will only last so long and there is a dilution. I mean, it gets diluted. The information and knowledge and stories get all diluted as the years go on. And if you've ever participated in an exercise where you had a string of like 10 people, you tell one person a short story and you go through 9 other people. By the time you get to the last person, the story is far different from what it was intended to. And so, again, I'm a big proponent of engaging into publishing for the purposes of legacy. And whether it's through writing or recording audios or videos, they're all part of it. I strongly encourage you thinking about it while you can. It's very easy to do, it's very inexpensive, and I think future generations will be very grateful that you did such a thing. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video, and I'll see you in my next video.